somehow it came up to our house, and it was in that back bedroom, and Jeannie took piano lessons. Then they took it back, and we got the piano out of the Rice Creek School that Grandpa Bolton bought.
I see.
So Grandma Mary, or Grandma Effie, worked in that store and that kind of stuff.
She also packaged butter at the creamery years before that. And she worked part-time in a grocery store. And she was a seamstress. So she helped a lady in town that was a seamstress with sewing. And she also had a boarder, a man. He was a jewelry repair or whatever. And I couldn't stand him.
Really? What was wrong with him?
I don't like him.
Oh, well. How about the guy Fingar Fingerson?
Oh. He used to visit us on the farm all the time, you know.
He used to visit us too.
Yeah.
My dad.
But where'd he come from?
I don't know. He had a bushy beard.
Yeah. He had peppermint candy in his pocket all the time. That's what Norman used to say. Remember Finger? He had a peppermint candy all the time.
Yeah. Peppermint.
He remembers it.
But Dad said that he would stay with you guys on the farm, and that sometime in the afternoon he would ask Grandma Effie for some beer.
Yeah.
And she would mix up.
Oh, that was when he was ill. And when we lived in town down on some street. And so she took care of him when he was old. You see, he had no one.
Had no one.
And I remember she had a bed in the kitchen for him. And he loved beer. So, of course, my mother didn't have any beer, you know. She wasn't going to go and buy any for him. She mixed up orange Kool-Aid and put some soda in it, which gave it a foam. It looked like beer. She fooled him. He drank it, he thought it was beer.
Well, hey, whatever turns you on.
You'll have to try it.
Poor thing, he was alone. I don't know really where he come from. He's buried on Rookbury.
Bob,
Yeah.
he wants a beer.
No, I never drink before 12 noon.
Oh, don't you? How about Norman?
No, he doesn't either. But, you know, there's a great thing about Grandma Effie. All the trouble she had,
She took care of other people.
she took care of other people then.
Yeah.
And one thing I always remember, whether she was living up in Rochester or above, what's that place right by the Oakenwald? Those people, she lived upstairs in that apartment. Manahans.
Oh, doctor.
Oh, on Winona Street. Oh, that was after she retired.
It's after she retired. If you ever went up there to visit, she would almost certainly have pie and cake and stuff there. But if she didn't have that, she had bowls of M&Ms and stuff.
Yeah. She made donuts.
Cookies.
Yeah, I remember that.
And she would always say, if you went to eat there,
Eat
now. You got to eat now. And she would call up to the house, and I'd say hello, and she'd say, Bobby? And I'd say, yeah. Are you home alone? And yeah, or Mom's in the other room, and we'd talk for a little bit and that, and then I remember Ann, I think, used to hang out with Grandma Effie quite a bit.
You mean Sheila's girl?
Yeah, Sheila's girl,
she
Ann.
liked her.
You know, I think probably after Russie died and stuff, you know, things got a little tense there at home once in a while. So she would go up, and Grandma Effie, you know, she knew how to take care of any situation.
Yeah.
And Ann ended up with her violin.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, she did. And I don't know if she's...
Where's the violin now?
Well, it's either out with her there or something happened to it.
Who played the violin?
Nobody did. But Grandma Effie, by that time,
Darn it.
she couldn't...
I would have liked that violin.
Well, you should ask Ann. She would know.
No, I wouldn't ask
Well,
Ann.
probably her daughter got it.
I wouldn't ask Ann.
No.
Never.
But I remember when Grandma Effie died, she was in this rest home for a while.
Oh, yeah.
And somehow, it must have been when I was home after the Navy, late 70s or something. I happened to be home up to Dad's, and we got a call, and they said, you guys better
Yeah.
come down.
I was there, yeah.
And we were in there, you were in the room, Cliff was there.
Well, I called him.
You called him, but Grandma Effie was laying in the bed, and I remember her saying, oh, my head, it hurts so
Yep.
much. And I was there, and I kind of went over and started rubbing her head, and, you know, who knows, she probably had an aneurysm.
She had a cerebral hemorrhage,
Oh,
so it was very painful.
oh, yeah,
And they didn't get any doctor or anything. They just let you go.
yeah,
I mean, it really is cold
yeah.
to me. But then, that's life. What
Well-
can you do about it? Nothing. And it's probably her time to go.
She was 92?
Yeah, 4.
94.
And when she went in there, I think she hated it. I think she started dying that day. She hated that place.
How long was she in the care
About
center?
3 or 4 years.
3 or 4 years.
Was she here?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
she was doing.
No, I was home.
You were
She was a very independent
No.
woman, and she wouldn't want
This
to
is
be
after the Navy.
wouldn't want to be cared for.
Yeah.
Well, this was, what year was this?
When did she die?
Gosh, now I got to look that up.
Well, it would have been in the late 70s, early 80s.
Uh-huh.
Because she was born in 1892, I think.
Yeah.
And she was 94, so 1988 or so.
Somewhere
1986.
around there.
I must have just happened to have been home on a weekend. I must have been in Wisconsin teaching, and just happened to be home when they called up to the house for Grandma Effie when she died. But Grandma Effie was in the care center when she died here,
Yeah.
and I happened to be home. But you know, Dad, now when he had to go in the care center, first it was Stewartville and then here, and I remember Dad saying, I don't know how they can do this to me and that, and I can, of course, Grandma Effie was the same way, but on the other hand, it's the best place right now.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
But I mean, if it was you, you'd think
Yeah.
the same way.
Oh, exactly. And in fact, I remember Dad saying, this is going to happen to you guys someday. And you know, that isn't Dad, usually. So, but, yeah, Grandma Effie was,
She's
and
very
always-
independent.
and always smiling.
Yeah.
And always,
Tried to be cheerful.
oh. And she really loved Gunsmoke and Lawrence Welk.
Oh yeah, Lawrence Welk, of course. He was a favorite of everyone.
Yeah. And you being the daughter, I think she probably hung out with you more than
Oh
anybody.
yeah, probably.
Yeah.
That's the usual.
Yeah.
That's nothing.
Yeah.
But then that's life and the way it goes. She says always says you got to accept what's given to you.
Well, yeah. Now, I wonder, let's go to some root prairie. You guys can chime in here, Helen and Orville. Did you guys go to root prairie when the women sat on one side and the men sat on another?
I
Yeah.
did.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, Orville, let's hear something about that now. Because also, we had, they did that for a while, and they did Norwegian services for a while, and then Orvis said after a while the courting couple sat together in the middle. So,
Well, the women sat on one side and the men on the other side.
okay,
But then the courting ones, the ones that were going together, sat in the middle.
I suppose. I didn't know that, but
Well, somebody had to sit in the middle.
but anyway, I was confirmed on Norwegian. That's Pastor Gary's last Norwegian class. I was confirmed on Norwegian.
and did they, up until that time, did they do all their services in Norwegian too?
Yeah. the services were Norwegian, not right away, but they started after a while. On the Sunday, have English and Norwegian every other Sunday.
Mm-hmm. Well, see, Dad, when he was he's about 2 years younger than you are, or so. He got either it's a hymnal or something, not a Bible.
I think it's a hymnal.
A hymnal in Norwegian for his confirmation too.
Oh yeah.
He got a hymnal in Norwegian.
Oh yeah, but he was confirmed though in English.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Orvis says also that the ushers, if somebody was sleeping, would poke them with the. Did they have a long basket on the end of something to get the
Offering in?
Yeah, is that how they did it?
I
Just
don't
a long
remember
stick,
that.
was it?
It was what?
I just thought it was a long stick.
A long stick that they'd poke people?
What?
They'd poke people and wake them up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, see, Dad didn't need that because when he slept in church, Mom would elbow him.
Well, that's mostly what they did. They elbow.
Now, did you guys also, Orvis said that way back when they drove horses and wagons, or horses and cutters, they had a barn at Root Prairie.
It's a big, long barn.
Okay. Now, do you remember him using that, or was that out of practice by the time you came along?
But they were still having horses at the time.
So
Some
you
of-
remember taking horse and
Some of them, yeah.
and do you remember taking a horse and a wagon or horse and cutter to church ever?
Well, my dad took a sled and team of horses.
When you were a kid?
Yeah, we never had a cutter,
Okay. A sled.
a bobsled,
Yeah.
A bobsled with horses.
Yeah.
Gee, that must have been kind of hard.
and then a wagon box.
A wagon box on it. Okay. Wow. And
Then he'd put the horses in the barn if it was bad weather.
uh-huh.
But they had a long chain on the south side of the church that they tied the horses to if it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
But they did have a long, big barn. And some people had a certain stall all the time.
Now let's see, on the gate out in front of Root Prairie, it says something like, in memory of Clarence and somebody Thorson and Baldwin and Effa Screwcroot.
Yeah, that's Mary and Eggy's mother and dad.
Mary and so that's Dwayne Eggy's
That's
wife.
Thorson.
Dwayne Eggy's. Yeah.
So
In-laws.
I wonder how that got there, because certainly Baldwin didn't donate it. He was gone.
We did.
No,
Oh,
it
you
was
guys did.
Dwayne.
Well, Dwayne and
And Norman.
me
Yeah.
and Norman.
Oh, all right. So when did that come about then?
Why do you ask dates?
Well, I don't know. Because, they died a long
I
time
don't have
ago.
a good memory.
Well, 70s or 80s, or was it after she died?
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, so you went to Root Prairie, but then you guys went to Fountain.
We went to Fountain. We moved off of there.
So you guys didn't go. Dad was confirmed at Root Prairie.
Why, yeah.
But were you confirmed?
No,
at
I was confirmed in Chatfield at St. Paul Lutheran.
Interesting. So how come you defected to the Germans?
Oh, I didn't defect. That was the only Lutheran church in town.
Oh, well, when was
It
Chatfield
wasn't
Lutheran?
in ELCA. It was a Missouri.
Oh,
So Cliff was also confirmed there.
really?
He was confirmed on Root Prairie,
Yeah.
and I was confirmed there. Reverend Bussman, I can remember him. He was a nice fellow.
Yeah. And then when did they start Chatfield Lutheran about?
Oh my, when did they start that?
Isn't it about 45?
Probably.
Well, I was on the board of Root Prairie. And Dwayne Eggy and Kenny Amundsen were both on the board in Chatfield.
Mm-hmm.
And they had services and houses to start with.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the big Woodruff house was one place that they had services.
Well, at first they started in the Chatfield's town hall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where the fire hall is now.
That's right,
Yeah.
where the fire hall is.
Okay.
And then they went up to that greenhouse, you know,
Woodruff House.
Woodruff, yeah.
Yeah.
And St. Paul Lutheran was the little house by the Elmira Township Hall.
Yeah,
No,
I think
it
so.
wasn't by there. It was across from the
Yeah.
Thurber building.
Yeah, it was, that church is where the parsonage is now.
Yeah.
That little church.
Well, did they move that little house then?
They moved it over there.
Oh, they moved it over there.
They moved the church over there by Elmira,
Elmira.
and then it was made into a home.
So when Dad and Mom got married there, was it in the position of the parsonage
Yeah.
when they got married? And when you walked to the church, Dad, on New Year's Eve in 1945, when you and Mom walked to the church and you were in your uniform and she was in her, it was where the parsonage is now that you got married.
Where the what?
The St. Paul Lutheran parsonage is. That's
Yeah.
where you got, yeah.
That's where the church was.
The church was there. Yeah.
But now you said Dwayne Eggy and somebody were on the board for what, Chatfield
Kenny
Lutheran?
Amundsen.
Or Chatfield Lutheran.
Interesting. Now, so Dwayne, because after a while Dwayne kind of moved away from here, basically. I
Oh
mean,
yeah, North Dakota.
North Dakota and
They were Minneapolis
Minneapolis.
first. Then they left first.
Trigby told me that they had that implement place and they had a farm. The
Dakota.
Eggies had a farm.
In Dakota.
Well, they also had one right around Root Prairie.
Oh,
I know where it is.
I do too. I bet. Is it on Highway 30 out
On
there?
the Highway 30.
Yeah, I know where it is.
Yeah.
Not anymore, but I mean, I knew where it was.
Well, we even drove in there one time when Dad a few years ago, and Trigby said that they sold that in the 30s or so, or way back when. But that farm was given to one of his great-great-grandfathers because he, along with a bunch of Norwegians, in the Civil War, they went over to Wisconsin and enlisted in a regiment over there because they had a Norwegian commander.
Oh, yeah.
And they fought in the Civil War, and evidently if you fought in the Civil War, the state of Minnesota would give you a farm. And that's where that came from. And of course Trigby said they sold it way back when, and he didn't remember.
I think Bob Rogers owns it.
Okay. So, that was the Eggy place. Now, Dad, Dwayne is your second cousin, right? Dwayne Eggy?
First
No.
cousin.
First cousin. Okay. So, how are they related? Because wasn't Dia and Eggy?
She's a sister to her dad and my mother,
Okay.
and to Dia.
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 Yeah, Dia and her mother lived together for quite a while.
So Dia and Effie were part of the 11 kids.
Oh yeah.
Now Dia, I remember Dia was, let's see, John David Nelson. Okay.
That's Mims.
Well, John David was about my age, and they lived in that big
Red
brick house.
Well, she was in the antiquing business, you know.
And so what was John David's mom and dad's name?
Well, I think Mim adopted him. Mim and her husband.
Interesting. Now, where'd they adopt him from?
Well, I never knew everything.
And what was his mom's name? I mean, the adoptive mom.
I don't know.
No, but I
It
mean
was Mildred.
Mildred. That's
Oh,
what-
you mean yeah.
Yeah.
Mildred and Jen, they were twins.
What was that?
This is Mildred and
Eggy.
Mildred Eggy and Jen Eggy.
Yeah.
They were
and-
twins.
Twins.
They were twins, and when I got to know them, they lived in that big red brick house,
Yeah.
and that was always a fun house to play in.
Oh yeah.
And
What was their last name? Okus?
Nelson.
Nelson,
No, Oaksonen was Jen.
That was
She
Jen.
lived in Leroy.
yeah,
And
Jen
she
and
was-
Leonard.
She was also in the antiquing business.
So I remember one time going with John David and his dad over to, what's this place? It's an antique place on a river. Oh, I can't.
Did
Over
you
by
wanna go
Stewartville, I think. It's got a popular name on it, but John David and I, there was a river behind it and a mill, and we would go swimming in there. But
Interesting.
so they adopted him. Now, the way I understood, later on he went to military school. They moved away from here somewhere.
He didn't go to military school.
Oh, he didn't.
I don't think so. They moved to Oklahoma and
Oh, if
He
you
went to
wonder
school
what
down
happened
there.
Yeah, no,
What?
I don't know.
well, now I might be wrong, but I never heard of any military.
Hmm.
You know, I don't know.
No,
You know, I didn't know everything about them. They
no.
lived in Oklahoma. I don't even know where he is now.
Well, now let's go way up to the present here. So, Mark, I haven't seen in years. Last time I saw Mark, it was like in a Western days, probably 15 years ago.
Probably.
He and Eric had
He
their
doesn't
wives
come
on.
on down much.
Well, what did he do after high school?
He went to college,
Whereabouts?
Winona.
Oh, so I went there, and did he get a business degree or
He
what?
got an accounting degree, and he's a CPA in Eden Prairie.
Okay. So
He
his
went on his own.
his
Worked
kids.
in Rochester. He had an old car, and he drove back and forth to Winona. And he went out on his own.
Yeah,
He was very good that way.
and his kids must be grown now.
He had one daughter.
One daughter.
Yes, and she is grown. She graduated from the university, and she works in the cities.
Uh-huh.
Alicia.
Alicia.
Yeah.
And any grandkids from them?
No, she's probably she isn't married. Well, you don't have to be, but I mean, you know.
Yeah.
She's got a boyfriend, but I don't see them much.
Now, how about Eric? Now
Well, he worked on a farm in the summers, but I can't see Eric working in an office or anything.
No.
He's more of a freedom person.